Hello? Is anyone there? Hello, thank you for listening to, forget the name of it. I'll delete this pause, don't worry guys. Snuggle, fuck, what was that?
Bonjour, je suis Muzzy.
Je suis la jeune fille. Je suis le garçon.
Yes, that's French they're speaking. And no, these children aren't French, they're British. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable
Muzzy.
video language program for children
Bonjour.
developed by the BBC.
What's
A world leader
up?
in language instruction, and now available to you.
Will I get a notice about this because it's just a fucking dumb old commercial? It's called Muzzy, everybody, and it's a language
Early
program.
advantage. What a thrilling gift to give your children.
It's fatty,
Second language.
Fidelli.
And in today's competitive world, what a
Why would
wonderful
I have
advantage.
like a queen, a royal family person doing this? I want to see like a Muzzy character talk.
Chanting songs and story teaches children.
0723290.
Welcome to Muzzy, everyone. Well, that's not a French accent. I guess it's a French, UK Muzzy free trial commercial. Here we go, guys.
Now you can try Muzzy in your home
Yes.
free for 30 days.
Muzzy.
Watch for details.
Bonjour, je suis le grand Muzzy.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes,
I don't know what he said. I wish I could imitate it.
French they're speaking.
Bonjour.
Garçon.
And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy.
I
the
want him to
remarkable
talk more so I
language
can...
course. Children love the captivating
Damn
animated
it.
characters.
A fun CD-ROM script.
Welcome to Muzzy, everyone. You will learn. I always used to see,
commercials for this growing up or something like that. I don't understand how a creepy looking. Oh, you know what that looks like? Do I have a double audio going? Hello? Hello? He looks like something. What does he look like? Froggle Rock? No. Man, he looks so. That creature looks so familiar.
You'll be amazed when your children begin speaking and understanding their new language from their very first day.
In your home for 30 days. Pay £6.95 to cover post.
Did this work at all?
Introducing Muzzy, the world's #1 language opportunities in their school year.
I want to see the real, like, footage. Not the commercial. I want to see the real ass fucking Muzzy shit, yo. Show me that shit, yo. Muzzy, bitch. Are you a Muzzy kid? Were you a 90s Muzzy kid? You know you're a 90s kid when you know the Muzzy commercial. Muzzy, guys, I know I'm gonna get something because there's a channel, but there's a channel on here. I'll just not show the video. I'll play the audio. Let me just see. Just come on, talk. I want the Muzzy thing to talk. Oh, he kind of looks like these things from the Zelda games. That's what I'm thinking of. Deku creatures. That's what he kind of reminds me of. This is CGI, though. I don't like the CGI. Muzzy really isn't even featured. If that's the creature's name, I don't really know. He's fucking creepy. I mean... Oh, I guess he does every language. Just one here for Spanish. Muzzy in Gondoland. Alright, I don't... Here we go.
I'm Muzzy. Big Muzzy. I'm hungry.
He's speaking in English here.
Hungry.
This is Muzzy talking. I'm not showing it, but it's Muzzy talking.
I'm hungry.
I'll just show it. Here it is, guys.
Lovely.
He's eating a clock.
Lovely.
I guess he's supposed to be British then. Or maybe this is like teaching American English to.
What's this?
It's a typewriter.
No.
Lovely. I
So I guess he just eats stuff. He's eating a parking meter. I'd have nightmares about this thing.
take him away, take him away, take him away, take him away. And who are you? What's your name?
I'm gonna have nightmares of Muzzy now.
What's your name?
Are you a 90s Muzzy kid?
You know you're a 90s kid if you remember Muzzy. Do you guys remember Muzzy, everybody? Muzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Okay, so that's, just wanted to give you guys some nostalgia there.
So you're welcome for that, all you 90s or 80s or whenever this came out, kids out there. Yes. Anyway, so I just watched Robocop today. That's what I did today, guys. Yeah, I was just watching the original. I guess it was a reboot or
Something
recently.
for Robocop. I didn't see that one. I don't know when that one was. Yes, I was watching Robocop. He's Robo and he's a cop. I mean, you know. Apparently there was a TV show that I didn't know
About of Robocop 2. I had no idea about it. There was a TV show. There was 3 Robocops. I might have seen Robocop 2. I don't know, but it was a remake in 2014. I'm guessing it didn't do very well because now there's a direct sequel is being worked on right now called Robocop Returns, and it's gonna ignore every other sequel. Yeah, they always try to do that. They did that with what did they do that with? Halloween. I mean, I don't really think you need to ignore them all, but whatever. I don't, you know. What do I care? You know, just do what you're gonna do. I'm fucking pissed. How would they do like a new RoboCop? I might have to watch this remake because it's gonna be bad. I mean, there's just no way. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's set in 2028. Let's see what the reception was like. Oh, they were looking at who was doing it? Starring an unknown guy. Joel Kinnaman, never heard of him. But they were looking at other actors, I guess. All right, let's see here. Come on. Reception. It had mixed reviews, 49%. I don't know. That's not terrible, but I don't know. Like, I was just watching, and here's what I do when I watch stuff now. I'm like, what am I going to use it for? Like, the podcast. I gotta take notes on this, you know? And I was taking notes the whole time. I just was like, really analyzing the movie, you know? I was like, what's going on here? Really, I'm gonna really like do a deep, dark analysis of this, and it's gonna go on YouTube. Let me see. I guarantee you, there's analysis of it. Watch this. RoboCop analysis. Here's one called "RoboCop is a drama," analyzing my favorite movie. This is what I'm getting annoyed at lately. Like, I guess I used to like think these were cool or something. Like these analysis, they do them. I first saw them on video games. It'll be like analyzing Resident Evil or whatever video game, and or there was one there was one about Mario 64, Super Mario for the Nintendo 64, and it was like how Mario 64 is actually a horror game, and I was like, no, it's not. So like some of these will like just kind of play some angle, like Robocop is actually like this one says Robocop is a drama and it's not an action movie. I mean, it's not a drama. It's kind of a mix of stuff. It's like more of a satire. It's kind of more of a satire, I think. It's not just a drama, but these analytical analysis things on YouTube have to pick an angle like that. Like, here's one: an analysis of RoboCop, a good old-fashioned revenge fantasy. Well, yeah, it is. That's part. Again, it's part of it. You can't just do that with a. Here's an analysis on why the RoboCop remake was destined to fail. Here's another one: RoboCop, an action masterpiece. So none of these are really trying to go too crazy, like saying it's a horror film or something. It kind of is in a way. Again, it's like it's not one note thing. That's why it's like not. That's why it's like a decent movie, because I mean, I will say it's not like in my opinion. In my opinion, it is like not a great masterpiece movie because, well, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Should this count like the fact that the effects really age poorly? Not all of them, but the the ones with Ed 209, you know, I would try to play it, but does this count as a copyright thing if I just like, you know how YouTube you just like hover over a video and it'll just play but not really play, like the sound isn't on? Is that gonna get a flag? I'm just doing that. Ed 209 is the robot that has, and now here I am doing an analysis of Robocop. Why? The effects are supposed to be bad. Like that could be a take. What would be a take on Robocop about the effects being bad, but it being a good thing or something? It's good that it's clunky, and I don't know. I mean, it's cool that they didn't. I wish they didn't do the what is that though? Like what, like I think it's animatronic or something. Practical effects or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Let's see, production. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Judge Dredd. That's a similar. I don't even remember that movie. I don't know anything about Judge Dredd. I must have watched it one. It's a comic book character. I guess this is like a lot like it. It looks like pretty similar, but it makes sense that it started out as that. I don't know. Judge Dredd. What does he do? What's his story? Yeah, he also is in law enforcement in a dystopian future city. He is a street judge. But is he a cyborg? Doesn't say that, just kind of. No, I don't think he is. He just has like a futuristic suit on. But it's a lot like that. I mean, it's dystopian. There's so many similarities with these kind of movies. I mean, like, you know. Yeah, this was a funny. I remember like watching the RoboCop as a kid growing up, and I think it was like it had to have been the edited like TV version that like our dad taped or something, because I would have just watched on a VHS. It had to be like, although I do remember some scenes that I was like, well, Maybe I didn't see the edited one. I don't know. Because I remember this scene with the mutated guy's skin melting or whatever was like gross and kind of a random. It's like funny how random it is in the movie. He just randomly goes into a crashes into a chemical thing and he just becomes a mutant. Doesn't really make sense, but because you'd be dead right away. You wouldn't be you wouldn't be walking around like he was. Check out the scene if you don't know what I'm talking about. Check out the scene from Robocop. Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Robocop, the movie. Go check it out. Effects just don't like the way this thing moves. The Ed 209 thing. It just really is just I don't know. Yeah, but what else was I talking about? I guess it's like you know, I mean one thing I mean it is like a dystopian thing because but it's like they were watching this like you know the whole part where them like whatever show that they keep showing in the movie where the guy's like I'll buy that for $1 like it's just like kind of like the movie Idiocracy where it's like predicting in the future that people will watch the dumbest shit ever like we'll just be so dumbed down. We're just watching a guy like say that line over and over. With like it's not even close to funny. Like there's really no joke there. It's just like he just says a catchphrase and everybody laughs. Everybody just like mindlessly watching it. Like there's these store clerks. Like when this guy is about to rob the store and they're just watching it and laughing. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what you know. Kind of like Ow My Balls and Idiocracy or something like that. It's just like, yeah, we're just gonna, like I talked about before, like conspiracy stuff with dumbing people down. Like, yeah, we'll just have the plebes or whatever you want to call the lower class. They'll have the dumbest entertainment ever. They'll just have a guy saying, this like goofy guy, somehow all these women are throwing themselves at him. Doesn't even make sense at all. It kind of reminds me of like Japanese or Asian, like probably Japanese, like shows that I've seen, just clips where it's just like goofy women in like bikinis trying to like doing weird shit, and then it's like supposed to be funny and like that. It looked like that fake show in Robocop looks like a Japanese like game show. Like just a guy is getting like that's literally maybe what it was inspired by. I don't know. Let me see actually. What was that I don't know. It doesn't really say here. That's stupid yeah. What's that from? This guy. It just zooms on him and he's like and he just like says that over and over again. There's like no joke there. It's just that, you know. I mean, a lot of sitcoms were like that too, though.
I buy that for a fucking.
I'd buy that for $1. It doesn't even say. He has a name, I guess. I didn't know he had a name. Bixby Snyder. Star of the comedy show It's Not My Problem, which, you know, that never even shows the name of the show. In a deleted scene from the script, it reveals that this guy was arraigned on charges of exchanging job security on a show for sexual favors from underage co-stars. That's funny. It would be weird to have that in the movie, probably, but yeah, it's not, this still doesn't say what it's from, though. Yeah, I mean, this it's set in Detroit, and now you just look at this movie, and my little analysis here. I'm gonna go into, and I'm gonna philosophize about Robocop and make many, Robocop analysis videos. Is really prescient movie now. If you go ahead and think about how Detroit collapsed, and I guess it's set in Detroit, but I mean, it made me think of Chicago and every city ever, basically. I mean, every city now is crime ridden, and the movie, I don't know, it's a dystopia. I mean, and that's what we are now living in. I mean, I don't, go ahead and try to argue. Then we're not. Go ahead and try to argue with me, but guess what? The big corporate. It's a big corporation that makes the Robocops. I mean, yeah, corporations control everything in real life, and although they probably did back in 1987 when the movie was out, but I mean, all the tech in the movie is funny now. Like, it's that whole low, tech but high tech thing, which might be called cyberpunk. I don't know. I mean, it's like Terminator had the same thing where it looked like a CRT monitors. It looked like the old computer style, but high tech, and the robots were all literally like metallic skeleton looking things. I mean, that's how, every robot in those old movies moves the same, very stiff, and also one thing I noticed in my analysis and critique here. Another thing I noticed, analysis, Robocop. Villains, fun having crazy laughing villain. There's not a lot of these. I mean, I guess the Joker is the only one. I don't think they do crazy psycho criminals like that anymore that they used to do in the 80s and 90s. Because these criminals in Robocop are really actually the first Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman movies are like that too. Like, not only every criminal used to always laugh all the time and be psycho and be like, just like, oh, look what we got here. Look what
we got here. Looks like it's not your day today, is it, pal?
Just like hyena laughing all the time. Like, that was just every criminal or every bully in kids' movies was like that too.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's the scene I was talking about. He just cracks up and it's like, why? Yeah, so yeah, so the criminals that are laughing, well, it mostly reminded me of, like I said, the crime-ridden cities now, but there's this whole part where all the cops strike, and I don't even remember them explaining why. I don't, the cops go on strike. I don't remember the movie explaining why. Maybe it was just because, we're going to be replaced by robots. Fuck that. I'm just not going to. But now we do have not striking cops, but cops quit and don't really do their, a lot of cops quit because of the riots in 2020, people doing the defund the police stuff. That's kind of why it happened. And I don't know if anybody would have, like, I never would have predicted it. It was because of people, like, because, like, saying they're, like, people are too compassionate about, it was like, kind of like, I guess to me, like, it made me think of, like, drones and, like, how the military is so high tech with killing machines, like that whole Ed 209 thing. It's like just a killing machine. It's terrifying. It just like it kills the guy in the meeting when he shows it, and then after the meeting, the guy goes, "Oh, it's too bad what happened to Johnson or whatever his name is," and the other guy was like, "Well, like that's life in the big city." It's like what? But I mean, I don't know. We're so desensitized now that like. Yeah, that would be like probably you sign a contract. Look, if you're working on a robot that has like assault weapons on it and it shoots you by accident, that's life in the big city. So sign here. But yeah, it reminded me of how militarized, not really police. Although when police do get their SWAT gear on, that is scary. That looks very dystopian to me. Like they did that in the Summer of Love, 2020. They just kind of stood there, though. I guess, there was videos of them acting out against protesters. But I don't know. I mean, I do think it's, like, true that cops can be, like, without feelings and just militarized. But I also think we shouldn't defund the police, because that's what happened. And then like we did have looting and riots, like that's in Robocop. Like the criminals just are like, I'm just gonna take. There's a scene where they just, and that happens in Batman movies too, all the time. This is really, it was, it's just a superhero movie, Robocop. That's my analysis. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna try to look up that Mario thing. Super Mario 64, more than a game. Yeah, I don't really like it. I tried to like it a lot. The many myths and conspiracies of Mario 64. Yes, I agree probably with this one. It says the problem with nostalgia. Super Mario 64 analysis. Hold on. I'm gonna find it, guys. Why Super Mario 64 is terrifying. In today's video, we go over our classic game with an unnerving side effect. Why is it Super Mario 64 so unsettling at times? I don't agree.
It's one of the most
Scary, man. It's a horror game. Oh my god, it's so scary. Yeah, when you zoom in and put weird effects on it, anything looks creepy, Plus, these are the same enemies that's in every Mario game. You piece of shit. Yeah. I just will always have a soft spot for Nintendo 64. It just was like, I grew up there. I'm a 90s kid. I'm just I'm a total 90s bitch. Why is everybody talking about this? I'm just sick of... I'm going to just type in analysis and see how many come up. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Skyrim analysis. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had more to talk about, and I'm just, not thinking of anything. It's like the worst episode ever. Alright, I'll take a break, I guess, and try to think of stuff to talk about. The definitive analysis. Why a guy in his room is actually a horror podcast. Send me in your fan theories, guys. What are your fan theories? I mean, if I've always been thinking of this a lot lately because everybody's doing fan theories now, like, because of the internet. And they'll, like, watch something and be like, what if Jar Jar Binks was, like, a villain, you know? And that's one of the famous ones. And, you know, let's be honest, like, none of them are probably true because a lot of it is so deep where I'm like, dude, he'd have to think of... It's just not, you know. But if you're the creator of whatever it is, Star Wars, you'd be, like, you would just go, yeah, that's a great theory because it gets people interested. Like, I would just be like, yeah, maybe. Who knows, guys? I mean, yeah, maybe. Who knows? Jar Jar's the mastermind. Jar Jar's the key to all this, guys. All right, everybody, we're back. Yeah. Got some news stories coming up. Just thanks for tuning in, everybody. Just, yeah, we're looking at everybody thinking traffic's a little backed up on the Schuylkill and exit on 95. So watch out if you're going on the 95 south. We got an accident across there, so just be careful. I was gonna look up all right, we got something. All right, guys, we got an entertainment story in the news here. Amanda Bynes in the news again. She hasn't been in the news in a while. She's apparently in a little bit of mental trouble again. It's totally normal. She's placed on a 72-hour psychiatric hold, like a Britney Spears type thing. Totally normal for this to happen to a young adult. Definitely nothing weird going on there, like with Britney Spears. Both child stars, both coming up in Nickelodeon or Disney. Both insane and randomly go crazy and can't, like, control themselves and need to be put in psychiatric holds because they have no control over themselves. They flip out. Is it drugs? No, they just fucking are crazy and there's no explanation for it. Now, there was rumors, I remember, that maybe she's schizo or something like that, or bipolar. Everybody thought that about Britney Spears too. Yeah, so we all know how normal it is that every once in a while you just go crazy and run around nude. And then you have to be put in a 72-hour psychiatric hold. She hasn't been in contact with her family for quite some time, the insider added. She was here. She was apparently scheduled to appear at a 90s con in Connecticut over the weekend, which is, I mean, that's not like, I don't know. You wouldn't think a big star would be going to just some convention in Connecticut. So, I'm surprised actually because I haven't heard anything about it in a while. So, wow, this was way back in 2013 when she went nuts, and she had another involuntary psychiatric hold. It had a conservatorship like Britney Spears. And remember when she, following a string of alarming social media posts, remember back when she randomly, all of a sudden, accused her father of sexual abuse on Twitter? I know she was crazy as fuck, so we all thought she was schizo maybe, right? My dad never did it. And then she randomly tweeted, my dad never did any of those things. The microchip in my brain made me say those things, but he's the one that ordered them to microchip me. So she was totally normal back then. Oh my God. All the way back in 2013. I didn't realize it was that long ago. Now, I kind of think this is true now. It just doesn't make sense to me, all these child actresses, child stars that like Britney Spears and her and there's that one Jeanette McCurdy who was on iCarly, but like hers were more like her mom was terrible, but then also she does talk about the producer on Nickelodeon and stuff that like I don't think she said she was raped or anything. I don't know if she really was saying anything like that or not. Like I haven't really looked into her book or anything, but she doesn't seem as crazy as this. I mean, she's not, there's a whole theory about these child actresses that they were in a little something called MK
Ultra MK Ultra Project Monarch MK Ultra victims Project Monarch. They are MK Ultra victims, part of Project Monarch, and they were creating child stars. And they were part of the, I forget what it was called, but like Monarch programming, where like they were traumatized and split into multiple personalities. Now, I don't know why. I haven't really looked into this enough to know why
they would have done that, like to make a celebrity. I don't. And there's there's all this conspiracy stuff about that, right? But like, and I'll randomly like start to go like, is that true? Because of this kind of thing, where like Amanda Bynes is just, and Britney Spears said shit about her dad too. Like, I mean, I don't. I mean, honestly, there is a reason why they go crazy, and there is probably some kind of trauma in their past, like something. I mean, look at the Jackson family. Their dad was like abusive and made them practice all the time, and people think maybe abused Michael. Now, I think probably yeah, that's true. I mean, but I don't know. I kind of am starting to believe that Amanda Bynes was abused by her dad, just because. I don't know. It's just weird that her and Britney Spears just all, like, they both had the same fucking breakdown where they just went crazy and raved in the streets, and she, like, set shit on fire and then said her dad did shit. Britney Spears shaved her head and said her fucking parents or whatever controlled. Like, what's going on, In 2013, she tweeted about her father, Rick Bynes. My dad was verbally and physically abusive to me as a child. He called me ugly as a child and then asked me if I wanted to have sex with him. Why would he ask that? Hey, do you want to have sex with me, daughter?
Hey, do you want to have sex with? Do you wanna? Have you like wanted to, and you just didn't say anything? Hey, do you want to have sex with me, daughter? And I did not know
how to respond, and I said no, and then I was forced to live with my dad, which was a total nightmare. My dad fondled himself in front of me so many times that I started recording him on my phone and kept hopes of catching him saying, wait, on my phone, when was this? She's like probably my age. Oh wait, no, she was 28 in 2013. So now, she'd be like 38. So I don't understand how as a child, she had a phone. So all right, that's a sign that she made that up, because unless it was recently, Man, she just went so crazy, like unbelievable. Like, you'll see the Lindsay Lohans. You'll see your Lindsay Lohans and your other kind of Tara Reid, whatever. And you'll be like, all right, yeah, they're partiers, but, this is just like crazy. Like, what the fuck? And then she just has never been seen again. Oh, you know who else is really weird? There's a old Disney, or not Disney. Oh, okay. It was Saved by the Bell. Let me just look her up. I didn't know what to look. Saved by the Bell star insane, I googled. Hold on, let me just, if I go on the IMDb, I'm gonna find her, I think. Lark, that's her name. She's on like every one. Lark Voorhies. There was some like clip of an interview she did, and she is like crazy. She is like schizo. Like people thought, I don't know what is going on with her, but like she maybe had like a brain injury and can't speak right, or it was like schizo or something. And they like don't explain it, so you know, I don't know. Lark Voorhies, from mental health to moving forward. We're just gonna like say it's mental health, you know, and not really specify what it is. Wow, this is sad. Actually, this isn't really like a Amanda Bynes thing. I guess this isn't really breaking news, so I can't use the music. She was Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell, and they did have a reunion. After a series of bizarre pictures and videos, some began to question if she was sick or had some disease, or if drugs were at play. There were even on-camera interviews where she would frequently stop mid-sentence and stare off, often mumbling to herself or to others that weren't there. Pretty normal, you know, well, I don't know if she was a child star, but just actor. She was not included in the Saved by the Bell Peacock reboot. I guess this was February 2020, right before the event happened. Voorhies revealed that she had been diagnosed with schizoaffective thought disorder, which is often misdiagnosed as schizophrenia or bipolar. Interesting. I guess I haven't heard much or anything about whatever that is. Schizoaffective. Yeah, I mean, if you have something like that and you never explain what's going on with you, it's kind of like awkward. It's like, that sucks. Oh, damn, what the fuck? Apparently it says she has lupus, too. I don't know. This is weird. Dr. Oz said he wanted to have her on his show 2 years ago, but it became evident that she was still not well. She was a teen star. And it says here she had a breakdown like these other young stars, so I don't know what's going on, but it's just weird. In the Dr. Oz video or interview, I don't know what's going on here. I guess she talked to some doctor. Oh, her and her mother came on with a psychiatrist. Okay, I mean, but why wouldn't she get help? Why would she just walk around having that? You know what I mean? Like, in 2015, she revealed she had lupus. Okay, that has nothing to do with your mental health, though. Like a skin disease. I mean, you can't just walk around never addressing that you, like, clearly have, like, schizo or something, you know? I mean, yeah, I don't really get that, like, it's not until she goes on Dr. Oz, like, way, way, way later, like, decades after Saved by the Bell, and then they diagnose her. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. You know? Like, what's going on with... Well, let me tell you what's going on, guys.
MK Ultra victim Project Mono. Project Mono. Let me me see if I can find the interview that I was talking about. I'm gonna Google a meme thing right now.
Lark Voorhies, and then I feel bad, but like also it doesn't make sense. Like I'm gonna go on Dr. Oz and then act like I'm just now diagnosed.
And I'm just curious, what was your relationship like with the
Let's see how
stars of
she
that
talks
show?
here.
It was very family-like, which I'm sure you can relate. Each stage performance becomes your audience and family, and we're up together, down together, together.
Did you have a good time while you were taping the show?
Definitely. Those are some of my happiest moments of my childhood.
Did you like being famous? Did you enjoy having the
Childhood.
fans?
Every moment.
Another child actor, guys. This is what happens. I mean, she looks pretty normal. I wouldn't. That's the confusing thing. Like I saw a video of her a lot worse than this years ago. Like I don't know, 2009, maybe after that. But like 10 years. I don't know, a while ago. And it was hard to find any kind of info, so like this is news to me, guys. This is news to me. And like this is her trying to be really. I mean, I guess like is that something where you go on medication? Or you just have it? Like maybe some people just won't take medicine. I mean, but this is a lot of shit to like not take medicine. I think you would have to. It's pretty much like schizophrenia from this list here. Hallucinations, delusions, disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, catatonic behavior. Jesus Christ. I mean, good for her for like keeping it together mostly. I mean, she was on Dr. Oz and looks fine. And having lupus also sucks. I mean, I just don't. What is it with these child stars like going nuts or like? And these ones are weird to me because they're not just drug binges like Lindsay Lohan. Where with her you can at least be like, well, she's a party girl. She just, she's just a party.
Because she sucks cock all the time, you know? She just does drugs and she sucks cock all the time. That's what happens, you know?
But no, this is just like, oh, she was on set and she was looking at and talking to someone that wasn't there. I mean, man, I was really freaked out. Like, because now, I already know this about her, but when I randomly came across that video years ago, I don't even know how I came across it, but like, I was really freaked out by that because there was really nothing online about what she had or anything. And I that's probably when I was looking into the whole MK Ultra stuff. But like, I was like, what the hell is, like, obviously, schizo or something, but it was just so weird because like when somebody doesn't say what, like they just kind of pretend they're fine. That's like so weird, I mean, obviously, if somebody has like a stutter and that's their thing they have, like you can tell and you don't need to address that. But like, also, they're not going to pretend they don't have one. Like, I don't have, I don't know. It's just like, because then it almost seems like they're covering something up. Like, it's worse than, like, it probably is MK Ultra. Give it up for Dr. Oz's eyebrows, guys. I mean, they're up there. They're, they're bat wings up there. They're just... just give it up for this. I might have seen this 7 years ago. Hold on. I'm going to look up an old one. 1997 interview with her.
Please welcome the young, the beautiful, the talented Lark Voorhies.
Totally normal probably back then.
We were filming Saved by the Bell. We were on location in Hawaii. And we were in between changing scenes, and we had just filmed something on the beach in the water. And so I had to change because we were going to do a bike riding scene. And I'm changing my clothes, and I'm all sandy, and so I need, I can't get into my other clothes Most embarrassing moment in my life. So.
Well, I'm sorry I missed that moment.
Yeah.
Very, very big. I mean, people, like millions of people watch that show.
The international market is outrageous. Like something like 91 countries syndication. So very successful.
So
Oh
now
yeah.
You're now playing.
I don't remember the show being out.
Is it LL's love interest?
Keenan Ivan Wade show.
He wishes.
Hot gossip.
Somebody takes care of it. It's the blue.
Yeah.
With Bill Bellamy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we heard the man side of it. So I want to ask you, as a woman who really sees.
All right. Now here, this might be the one I saw actually.
I have no worries myself, nor do I exhibit, or possess within my living stratus any reason why someone should worry in my behalf. It's just, it's not. It's completely fictional.
How do you keep yourself together in a crazy business, in a crazy town?
Well, it's much like fighting a. I mean, you know, when you enlist in the army,
What?
you get yourself physically fit, mentally fit,
MK Ultra reference.
and informational wise fit.
Interesting
So
language choice
it's
here.
just the same. It's like
What's that mean there? There's a guy cleaning the window in the background. What does that mean? Pay attention to the signals, guys. Don't miss anything out on these. There may be some, there's some clues here, okay? Don't see, what's this playing in the background? What does that mean? I mean, let's look at the, just pay attention, guys. Don't you open up your fucking eyes, guys. Okay? Don't sit and just watch, I'm gonna just watch a interview. No. Pay attention. Open up your eyes, people.
stage boot camp. You know, you put all the right elements together and you keep them going and you keep them going and you keep them going and round and round the world goes. We happen to be entertainers. This is our.
What if she just kept going and saying that? Said it like 20 times in a row, and you keep them going, 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 you keep them going, you keep them going, you keep them going. Then they have to just like shut the interview down, like shut everything off, and just awkwardly walk out. You know? Oh, what is going on? I mean, it's funny, like how I don't know. It's like. She's using all these, like, I don't know, like smart language or something. It's like, it's weird, you know? It's not like she just sounds stupid or something. It's just, I don't know.
Particular angle. Strong, powerful, ongoing, and we carry that through. Naturally.
It's just like she can't say things simply. She has to, like, It's almost like someone said, hey, don't say all these words, and gave her a list, and then she's like trying to still convey the meaning of something, but like just saying like, I'm doing fine, no one needs to worry about me, but instead she has to like avoid every word that you would normally say or something.
Naturally in all success.
This confusing version of Lark is a far cry from the quick-witted fashionista we remember from Save.
Oh, man. All those old shows, like, it's just all nostalgia. Like, everybody's like, bring it back. Like, I mean, are people really watching that? Are people really going to watch Saved by the Bell now on Peacock? Let's see. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of these are like, I mean, Saved by the Bell is all nostalgia. Like, I feel like I've seen, or I've tried to go back and watch it, like, maybe years ago, but, like, on YouTube or something. And it just really is, like, corny as hell. Like, Zach talking to the camera. It's just corny. Like, it's like, this guy is cool, okay? Zach Morris is cool. And they, like, make you it's like he thinks he's cool, and I don't know. It's just like really annoying. All those shows are like, I mean, they just aren't good shows. They just are nostalgic things that you watched as a kid or something. I mean, fuck that Screech guy. He like was in porn. He's like a fucking. Well, he's dead now, but. Well, he's dead now, so you gotta be careful. He's dead now. Well, he's dead now. So you gotta be careful. When you're in porn. You gotta be careful. You might die. He just seemed like a fucking scumbag. I don't know anything about him, but anyway, what else I was going to talk about? Some other breaking news stories, guys. Apparently, I don't know if you guys heard about this. You guys hear about this? You can hear about this. Lauren Sanchez, is reportedly a victim of sexism amid chaotic movie set, say insiders. Jeff Bezos's, woman that he cheated on his wife with, that looks like shit. I mean, this is what you want, dude? Like, all surgery, all fake? Like, get the fuck out of here. And they're not even, like, engaged yet, so you know it's not, like, it's so fucking stupid. Fake everything. Oh, she's hot, man. She's fucking hot. If you like it's like taking an old car that doesn't work and just like putting new things on it. Well, I got tits. I paid for tits for her. I got her tits. So she's producing a movie? Why? Well, we know why. She's with Bezos. She could do whatever she wanted. She made her first indie movie, but she's been hit by claims of presiding over a crazy shoot that ended with the director being fired. The Golden Door, a psychological thriller, $2 million project, but people close to the production were sniffy to Puck News on what the fuck does that mean? She was infrequent and to some unwelcome presence on set, but she and Bezos did show up, her more than him, and his teen daughter was an intern on the project, was even given a small role in the film. Great, I'm sure she's really good at acting. Wow, this looks like it's a disaster. The film's first assistant director, director of photography, and script supervisor all quit during the shoot. She asked to land her helicopter on set. I didn't know she was a Latin woman. It says she's a Latin woman. I didn't even know. Well, wait, Sanchez, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think about that. There was a lot of drama on set. She's a victim of sexism, guys. The director quit. It's gonna suck. This movie's gonna suck ass. Anytime there's a bunch of fucking issues like this, the movie's trash. Every time. Chris Rock's ex-girlfriend, that's what she's known for? Chris Rock's ex-girlfriend was seen chatting with Sanchez. They're sexist. They're all sexist to you, honey. That's Bezos. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard a bit. I'm kind of surprised about this. Got some news coming in for you guys. Apparently, Biden signs bill to declassify info on COVID-19 origins. It was a unanimous bill that all sides signed. It's kind of weird. Like, what's going on that they actually want to give us the truth now, you know? Unless they're gonna do this fucking bullshit like, oh, it was a raccoon dog or whatever they said, like, recently. Somebody fucking idiot. Like, just don't tell us anything then if you're gonna make shit up like that. Actually, it was from this animal no one's ever seen before. Can't wait for them to come up with their research. It'll be like the 9/11 investigative report. Remember that? It's going to be bullshit. Last year, Republicans concluded the virus leaked out of the lab. And the FBI supports the lab leak theory now. And the Energy Department. But they say low confidence that it did. What are you fucking talking about? Are you kidding? I wanted to see this. I just came across this story here, guys. Fan poops an aisle near Hillary and Chelsea Clinton at Broadway show, guys. They went to see Some Like It Hot. Ugh. Kill me. Why the fuck do people go... I never want to go see a Broadway play. I don't know why. I mean, I would go if someone was like, hey, I got tickets. I don't know. I just don't really... I don't know. Oh, he's been doing it. He's a serial pooper. He's done it at other performances, but... I mean, that's hilarious. I'm glad he did it next to them. I will say that. I'm glad he did it next to them. Oh, it was an elderly person? Oh, that's... Okay, never mind. I guess this was like just... But who... Someone had to get in there, though. It was a fan. Did they pay for a ticket? I mean... Maybe it's somebody that just has tickets like year-round or something. Maybe it's like a rich older lady that just is out of it and somehow goes to these. I don't get it. I don't know. Fucking stupid. We gotta go to Broadway, guys. They were closed like... They must have lost a shitload of money over the lockdowns. They were just closed. They were done. I think, like, equally, you know, people only clap when somebody does this to a Republican. Just start doing it to all of them. They're all the same thing, you know. I'm excited for the new Saved by the Bell reboot, guys.
I can't wait. We need to redo more shows, guys, okay? We need to redo more fucking shows, guys. I don't know why I can't open Reddit. But I posted something on there I wanted to talk about, maybe.
Okay, so I posted this on Reddit. I almost didn't because I knew it would get downvoted, and it did. But not as much as I expected, although there's still time. Let's see, what is it? It's only at 0 now, so it's not actually in the negative. It was before. But I wasn't very... Like, I was pretty... Like, I wasn't being mean here. I just said, seeking possible guests who are critical of woke ideology, culture. I have a podcast, and I've been interested in finding anyone who has experience with fallout with people over the woke extreme left ideology. I just think it's not discussed in mainstream, except for some niche podcasts, or just anyone who's sick of the divisive culture we're in, or has their own podcast, whatever. Please message me. No hate is intended, obviously, but people seem to assume you're bigoted just for disagreeing with ideology, so just putting that here just in case. I don't judge what anyone does for their life, but the fact that is that this ideology is being forced and opposing viewpoints are banned or called hateful. And in my opinion, that's unacceptable. And, yeah, I didn't really get hate. Well, you be the judge, I guess. I got some... I actually did get a couple messages that were interested. And look, I'm not, like, sure I'm going to put them out, or maybe I'll just record and see how it goes, maybe. I don't know. But, this is ridiculous. It's so fucking annoying. So, like, I don't even know sometimes if these are real people. And because, like, some of these came in right away after I posted it. So it was like, that's too fast. Like, are they bots or something? Here's one that
says, define it first, someone said. Young Denver said, define it first, why don't you? Okay? Alright, this seems like... Oh, maybe he's not a, okay, it looks like he might be real. Define it first. Look, I know it's like...
I mean, yeah, I know it's a buzzword, but, like, still everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Like, they just do. Everybody calls it woke, so I'm just calling it that. Like, you can call it whatever you want. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to call it, you know? Like, that's how they think they get you by going, like, why don't you define woke then? Like, we all know what it is. Everybody who's in a cancel culture mob is like the woke outrage or whatever. Like, it doesn't even matter, really. We all know what it is. Like I have to give you a definition. And, like, somebody did answer him, and this is, you know, aware of and
actively attentive to important societal facts and issues, especially issues of racial and social justice.
That's partially true, even though I said that's not what it is. I mean, I guess that's partially true, but, like, it's more like self-important douchebag who you know, virtue signaling, self-important, condescending, like a ton of negative traits, like sociopathic almost sometimes, like we all know what it is, like, and I'm just like not gonna give into this bullshit, like define it first. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like somebody that's, I mean, anybody who's an anti-racist, anybody who's a Marxist, I guess. I don't even know if they would count, like, because I could, you know, I could disagree and get along with people that have leftist, whatever, Marxist views, but it doesn't mean they're a woke cancel culture mob. You know, that's what it is. It's like a hate mob on the internet person, and that's what woke is. So, like, we all know what it is. And look at this guy. This guy, I don't know if I should say his name. I mean, you can read it here, but...
Hey, Guy. Everybody thinks...
My name is Guy if I post anywhere, because Guy in room. They just think my name is Guy, and I'm literally in a room, you know?
Hey, Guy. I'm not what you're looking for at all, because you're a hateful piece of shit. But I think I'd be able to have a good convo with you about why woke culture may actually be a good thing. And while, yes, it is overblown at times, that we are learning as a culture to respond to these overcompensations. What? Not sure we'll see eye to eye, but I think if we can both remain civil, then it'll make for good radio. Cheers. It's not a, you know...
It's not a good thing. I mean, there's no way I would be convinced that it's a good thing, like, because I know what he would say, like, well, liberal values, tolerance, acceptance. Like, no, that's not what that's not what I'm talking about. That's not at all what I'm talking about. And nobody thinks that with woke mobs. Yeah, you can call them SJWs, whatever you want to call them, you know? We all know who these people are. Like, there's no... Like, if you're just going to play dumb all the time, like, I'm not even going to bother anymore. Like, I almost did respond to these people. And when I started... Not that many comments. I mean, I thought I would get a bunch of hate, but I think I don't, because I'm really just saying nothing bad at all. I'm just saying anti-woke or whatever. And this guy's like, hey, you know, woke isn't an ideology. It's
a label used to dismiss policies and arguments. If you're sick of divisive culture, stop buying into the label. You're contributing to the division by taking an anti-woke stance. By taking a stance, you're contributing to division.
Well, look, I am anti-woke, period. Like, I will take a stance that I'm anti-hate. I know you think hate is only right wing and woke is love. Yeah, yeah, they're all about love. You know, all the like calling for people to be. I mean, Trump, like they're happy probably that train derailed because it was a Trump voter county in Ohio. That's the type of person I'm talking about. Like, you want, like, they try to get everybody fired for disagreeing, for not, whatever it is. Like, there's a million issues a day that they go after. It's exhausting to even try to explain to somebody that's playing dumb. Because at this point, you can't not know what woke means, you know? Like, are you kidding? Why don't you define it? I'm very curious what you define as woke, how it is being forced. I mean, yeah, if you're not paying attention, you probably don't know how it's being forced. Like, I understand maybe if you don't pay any attention to anything, that you would think it's a like Fox News buzzword to get views or something, I guess. I'm guessing this guy hates Rogan and everybody who criticizes anything. I mean, if somebody else was like, this guy looks fucking awesome and cool, this guy here.
My guy, there are cable news shows that bitch and moan about this every hour of every day incessantly. And I said,
Like what, besides Fox News? Because that's the only thing he would say. And I didn't get a response yet, but my guy, a condescending, like, they all are like that. Condescending right away. Hey, my guy, have you heard of Fox News? This is exactly what you would think. His profile picture will be, here's my cat, here's my headband. Now, maybe this isn't him, I don't know. Now, I shouldn't be, like, snooping on his post history. I just kind of wanted to see if there's anything funny. But, oh, look at this. Men are utterly terrified of women. This is a very online person. You know how that's a phrase? Do straight men even like women? And he responded, men are utterly terrified of women. I mean, I'm sure he is, definitely. I mean, look at his profile picture. This guy. This is a guy that... Now, I am getting all kinds of women. Like, with this picture here. Like, I can't even... Oh, like... You want to go get coffee or like what? Actually, maybe he kind of seems like he talk more nerdy.
Men these days are literally.
He says that. He's the guy who says literally. Yeah, I just kind of think like, men are terrified of women, you know what I mean? Like literally, you know? I mean, my guy, he's acting like, the way he talked, he acted like Jimmy Kimmel is constantly deriding woke culture. That's not happening. Maybe Bill Maher, who's on the left, you know, who hates Trump, who's on your side. Oh, hi, here's my cat picture. You want to see my cute picture with my headband and like, I don't know, maybe that's not him, I don't know. So, like, Reddit has a big left-wing or whatever woke, very, like, activist-oriented, like, cancel culture people are on Reddit. I mean, there's something called White People Twitter that I'm on right now. And look at all these, it's all, like, crazy. So I guess they're saying the Proud Boys protested in New York because of the Trump arrest thing. New Yorkers to Proud Boys. We are not afraid
to punch Nazis. New Yorkers are telling Proud Boys to enter the city at your own risk. We are not afraid to punch Nazis, okay?
All right, well, whatever. This is all anti-Trump stuff. Look at this. This is all political. Shouldn't it be tweets or whatever? Look at this. A sexist joke about Sarah Huckabee, whatever her name is. She looks like the germ from the Mucinex commercial. That's, how is that not a sexist, like... Oh, we can say whatever we want because we're on the good side. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like nobody is like, it's not in the dictionary, There's no official definition of woke. We all know what it is, but like, it's not you didn't get somebody by saying define woke. You can't, can you? You can't. I mean, can you define like idiot, the word? Just like a dumb person? Like, I mean, can you, you call everybody a Nazi that you disagree with? Define Nazi then, I mean, what's the new Nazi versus the old Nazi? You would have to explain that. You would have to explain what you mean by Nazi, that you don't mean whatever. You'd backpedal probably. But guys, I mean, this guy is, hide your wife, man. This guy's coming, I would like someone to respond to that question. Besides Fox News, who is moaning about woke besides Fox News and Bill Maher only? And they won't really bring up Bill Maher because he's like on the left, and he is gonna, But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, guys, do better, everybody. Do better, everybody. Do better, everybody. Okay. Check on Amanda Bynes. I may end up taking out all those clips I played because I don't want to get flagged. Man, you gotta be. I wonder if like the football like refs are like the most hated person. All you do is like ruin people's like sports games. You just go 10 minutes, illegal touch, 30 yards. Like that's all you do is go like you're a Karen of the football game, Anyway, check on Amanda Bynes. Her dad asked if she wanted to. What a fucking crazy thing to say.
Do you want to have sex with me? Like, just wondering if you wanted to. I mean, I know you're my daughter or whatever. I'm a monster. I'm a literal monster, so, yeah. Alright, this episode might be too long, I don't know.
I apologize to everybody for saying that I'm against woke stuff. I know it's like the good right side of history people. I can't define it, guys. I'm done. I'm humiliated all over the internet. It's humiliating to not, define it. Anytime you guys want to complain about woke anything, just remember.
Define it. Define it. Define it. Okay? Define it. Okay? I got ya. I win. I win. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. We'll see you guys later. I have to get my demon taking out of me. It's kind of taking over. I don't know what to do. I have a priest coming over soon. Help! I'm the devil. I gotta get out. Rule the world. Oh no! Help! I'm the inside. I'm the demon inside. No, wait, what?
Hey, now it's lower. Listen. I'm a demon, and I'm inside, and I have to get out. Oh, no, I'm a
demon. No. Define it. Define it. Define it. Define it.